Hello. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cherionna Menzam-Sills, and I'd like to talk with you today about entering the darkness and the light. It's that time of year again, at least here in uh, the northern hemispheres. The days have been getting shorter, darker, and the trees have lost their leaves, and for the most part, depending where you are, um, it's winter. It's a time of death, hibernation, less apparent life. And I realize in the southern hemisphere it might look quite different, but I think it's also a time of transition there. So as we come to the solstice in the northern hemisphere, we have the shortest day of the year, the time of the greatest darkness, which means it's also the time when the light begins to come back, and there are holidays celebrating the return of the light. And this time of year, I always feel like I want to come inside, a time of hibernation, a time of recalibration, coming inside, slowing down, listening intently to that dark inner world until I feel ready to emerge again. But what I've noticed happens with, it seems like, just about any kind of meditative activity is that we tend to come back to a sense of the light within us. So it's not really dark inside. They say we're made up of stardust as well as fluid. And stardust seems to have something to do with light. Stars, we see them as light. And when we encounter that light within us, there's a way that we remember who we are. And of course, in these moments, I'm reminded of Leonard Cohen. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. So this time of year perhaps is a crack, or can remind us of the crack. When we encounter the crack within us, when we are in those darkest moments in our lives and in our experience of ourselves, we often forget that we're made up of light. We forget the light, that we can see through the crack. We need to enter the darkness in order to remember the light. This time of year is taking us more and more into that darkness naturally. Can we respect and support that within ourselves so that we can meet what we consider dark? Perhaps those places we haven't yet been able to love and accept within ourselves, the places in the shadow, the places that haven't been reflected back to us by those around us in loving, accepting ways. Can we shine the light on those places of darkness within us and recover their potential? To me, this is a time of really acknowledging who we are in our wholeness, not just the little version of ourselves that we tend to become attached to. So I'd like to invite you to join me and many others in really honoring what this time of year has to offer us, to really meet the darkness within ourselves and around us, and honor the dark and the light, the place of their meeting, the place of return to our light, to who we are. And yes, each of us is that. Each of us has light within us. I'm completely convinced of that. I've never yet met anyone, no matter how wounded, even when I was working on mental health wards with seriously wounded people. The light was there. It's clear. And the potential for love is there. The potential is there. So I invite you to also let yourself be curious about what potential is there, what light is there, what love might be there, what else might be there besides how you tend to identify. And with that, I wish you happy holidays and happy moving into the light, moving into the new year. And may it be a time of fully embracing, or more fully embracing and embodying who we all truly are. Thank you.